What is Furoshiki? Have any of you heard of Furoshiki before? My name's Roxanne, and I'm going to tell you about this so-called Furoshiki. I was first introduced to Furoshiki at a young age. I would go to family parties and my mom would wrap up her bento box in some sort of Japanese wrapping cloth. My mom's Japanese, but it wasn't until she gave me a book on Japanese traditions that I learned what this thing was that she was actually using. It was called a Furoshiki. Since then, I've found other uses for Furoshiki and have been able to use it in my daily life. Since the knowledge of Furoshiki seems to have been diminishing, I would like to introduce it to you and hopefully you can benefit from some of its uses. Furoshiki is historical, practical, and environmentally friendly. So how can a simple Japanese wrapping cloth be so many different things? Well, let me first begin with the history of Furoshiki. Furoshiki began being used in the middle of the Nara period in Japanese bathhouses. Furo means bath, and shiki means mat. So essentially it was a Japanese bath mat. The Japanese would go to these communal baths and they would stand on their furoshiki, which was simply a square piece of fabric, and they would undress, put on their bath kimono, and then wrap up their clothes in the furoshiki so they wouldn't get mixed up with all the other bathers' clothes. After they were done bathing, they would then put back on their clothes and put their wet kimono into the furoshiki, and they would tie it into a carrying device so they could carry their wet bath kimono home. Since then, other uses have been made for furoshiki, which comes in many different sizes and many different fabrics. Which brings me to the second thing that I want to talk to you about, which is its practicality. Furoshiki is very practical because it has many different uses. It can be used as a carrying device. You can make a bag out of it. Here I have made a small purse with a furoshiki. And to make this, I've used about a furoshiki of this size. In order to make a larger furoshiki to use as a tote bag in the grocery store, you would need a furoshiki maybe of 3 square feet or more. This was what I was familiar with as a child. This is a wrapped bento box in a furoshiki, which you can take to a potluck or picnic very easily. Very easy to carry. You can also wrap up some books in a furoshiki. Here are some books I wrapped up. So you can take it like this, and it's easier to carry to school, to library, or even gift wrap it like this. Another thing people use furoshiki for is creative gift wrapping. You can wrap all different types of gifts with furoshiki. If you're interested, you can look on YouTube or Google, which will show you how to wrap things in different ways. You can also wear your furoshiki. For all you ladies out there, you can wear your furoshiki. This is actually a furoshiki that I've tied around myself very easily, like so. And there's also many different ways to do this, but to use it as a top, you're going to need a larger furoshiki of this size so that you can fold it up. Now, the third thing that I want to talk to you about is how furoshiki is environmentally friendly. Furoshiki is reusable. It's washable. So it minimizes trash waste. Plastic bags used at the grocery store can be replaced by using a furoshiki. Recently, the Ministry of the Environment of Japan has been trying to bring back furoshiki to minimize the use of plastic bags. Gift wrapping also minimizes trash use from all that wrapping paper that people use. So it's also another good way to minimize trash waste. Also, you can make your own furoshiki. If you have an old t-shirt, any old fabric, maybe a bedspread that you're not going to use and are going to throw away, you can simply cut a square piece out of that, and then you'll have a usable furoshiki that you can use, and you don't have to throw away something that you can make something out of. Well, I hope you got to know a little bit about furoshiki through its history, its practicality, and how it's environmentally friendly.